Welcome back, everybody, to Maniacal Music Musings. I'm your host, Jeremy. As always, here to embrace annihilation in its fullest. You know, all these liberals the last few days say they got no future and tell the kids they want to be just like them. Well, all nightmare long, I'll be here to tell you this is your motherfucking life. Deal with it. The spirit carries on, musers, though. As I tell you, I'll be waiting for you at those cemetery gates for a little resurrection by erection. Giggity. My co-host, though, he has been alive since 1916. He had a total funeral and everything when the Black Curtains closed on him back in 1985. But now, when it's raining blood, he is the embodiment of creeping death as the spirit carries on. He was laid to rest originally after he told his cult members specifically, "I love the dead before they're cold. They're gluing flesh for me to hold." He is so far away from most of us, but he knows nothing like cracking open a cold one before he decides to ride the lightning. Chancy motherfucking gripe, everybody.
Hey, yo.
I put a lot of pride and time into that intro. Thank you all. But
That
Where the
one
fuck did you get
was
that?
for Andrew.
yes, it was for Andrew because it was horror specific. So, but
Wasn't
welcome
it?
back,
Was
every.
the
Well,
hey yo
what
is
it?
the hey yo is for Scott Hall, you know? Hey yo.
I got the
If I
reference.
had a
but
toothpick, I would flick it at my screen right now.
Just know that I'm spiritually doing the oogie boogie fingers.
That's right, folks. Your musers are back once again to finish off our somewhat Halloween special at this point. It's the Ranker Top 58 Best Male Songs About Death, Part 2. Because it is our Halloween special in a way, because we started it right for Halloween. But we will be moving on to something next in 2 weeks. So maybe 2 weeks. We'll see about that. But we'll be moving on to something next after this. But let me introduce the guests that are going to help us finish this awesome bracket out, which I am highly impressed by, even though I made it. First guest, I don't think he's been on this show before. He's been on my other show a shitload of times, but I don't think he's ever been on this show. Welcome, Mr. Andrew Judas Priest himself, whose namesake will actually be on this show. So, fucking A. About time. And, of course, returning back, a god of metal himself and a god of music altogether, Mr. CJ playing with his wicked. Ugh, Reds, dude, I can't drink that shit. But
hey, man, it's better than that fucking atrocity I tried the other night.
I'd rather drink the atrocity, honestly. If it didn't give me heart palpitations. But, and of course, last but certainly not fucking least, folks, my faithful cohort who was on everything I do, Miss Harley Quinn herself.
What's up, everyone?
And with that, the order you see them on screen is the order they go in. So let's get this fucking bracket started because we got, I want to say, 31 songs to go through in this half. Less than last half, but it's going to get started off by Andrew himself. And it's the lowest ranked song in this part of the bracket. Number 51 ranked, Death's Hand by the Amity Affliction from 2014. Going against number 24 ranked, Black Curtains by Megadeth from 1994. Did we stun you into silence, Andrew?
I think his screen's frozen, yo.
Oh, yeah, apparently.
Sorry, my connection's cutting out, guys. I'm sorry.
You're good,
It's
dude.
all good. Did you hear the
You're
song
good.
choices, or did we freeze on your end?
I completely blanked out for
Oh,
most of
okay.
this.
I'm
gonna try to open up on my phone.
Okay. Well, we'll let CJ Play go first in this one. Is it Death's Hand or Black Curtains?
This is an easy one. This is Megadeth, bro. I'm not really a fan of Amityville all that much. Knew the name, didn't know the music, listened to it, wasn't impressed. It was pretty basic and boring.
Well, actually, I'll save my opinions for when I go. But Chance-a-Lot, which way do you want to go?
Oh, beef curtains all the way.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I was out in Skirt all day with my wife, and we grabbed a freaking half pound of roast beef to share, like from the deli, because it was looking good. And when we freaking grabbed it, I held up my wife. I held up and like her ball, my wife. And I'm like, "Gee, usually you're the one watching me eat roast beef curtains." And fucking got a good laugh out of that one, but fucking classic.
All right.
But all right. Well, since you're back, Andrew, and you can actually hear us now, is it Death's Hand by the Amity Affliction or Black Curtains by Megadeth?
Honestly, that's an easy one. I had never heard Amity Affliction before 15, 20 minutes ago, and I hope to keep it that way. We're going Megadeth. Black Curtains is one of my favorite songs off of one of my favorite fucking Megadeth albums.
Oh, I have a similar feeling about Megadeth for another song in this bracket. But which
So
way?
You pretty much did exactly what I said. I knew the name and didn't know the band, and was like, yeah.
There were a few bands that I had to like experience for the first time for this one, and yeah, it's gonna be a one and done.
Yeah.
Some of the bands in this, yes, I won't say all of them, but some of them definitely 100%. But which way did you want to go, Harley? Even though it's Maria's side.
Megadeth.
All right. I am not gonna lie. I like both these songs plenty. It's my first time hearing both of them. I know Megadeth's fine, but I never heard Black Curtains. It's decent. It's nowhere near my top 10 Megadeth songs by far, but it's decent. Amity Affliction, I actually like that song. It's actually not a bad song. Like I'm not the biggest fan of their style, but that song's not bad. I actually dug it as an opener for this soundtrack. So I'll throw one to Amity Affliction because I kind of want to check out more of what they have to offer, see if I like more of them or if it's just that song. But I knew Megadeth would move on, so I'm not sad.
They're a really, really shitty copy of Ice Nine Kills. Like,
oh, that's Harley's favorite band.
I say they try to do.
There you go.
Amity, They try to do what Ice Nine does, but they don't do it nearly as well or with the style. Like the breakdowns, everything, it's right in that pocket. But Ice Nine is just, their songs are so much better and clever. And
I've actually seen them in concert, and I have the lead singer signature from meeting him in person.
Nice. I love Ice Nine Kills. I love that Batteries Not Included song, that the little Chucky thing they do where Chucky will make
their newest one they did about Art the Clown. That one was badass.
Yeah, Terrifier.
Yeah, Harley may have listened to Welcome to Horrorwood 2 when she came in our show many months back. So I can't say I'm honestly a fan of Ice Nine Kills fully. There are no Motionless. What the fuck's that band, Chancey? That you made me listen to?
Motionless in White.
Yeah, Motionless in White. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, they're no Motionless in White, but I mean they're almost there. Almost there.
No, dude, that's like comparing Halloween to Nightwish. That's like
I would never do that. Nightwish is better, but
I'm gonna say you have the genre correct, but the styles are totally different. Anyway,
I don't. What the fuck is going on with Parapost not working? But
it's been acting up a lot lately.
I can't get to work this last couple recordings I've done. But anyway, the next matchup will get started off by Andrew since he missed starting off the last one. And funny enough, it's a battle of my birth year. It is number 50 ranked, Escape from Within by Flotsam and Jetsam. I think I said that right.
Hell yeah.
From
Fucking
1988. Shut up, Jason.
Flotsam and Jetsam. Flotsam and
Okay.
Jetsam.
I wasn't sure if it was Flot or Float. I don't know. But
Is there an A? Is there an A after the L?
it's silent, motherfucker. And it'd be after the O, not the L. And it's facing number 23 ranked, and it's for Chansey. Left to Die by Death from 1988.
Ooh.
I'm going with Death. I mean, it's Chuck Schuldiner, dude. No, it is Chuck Schuldiner. There's no, I can't even really think of anything else that I would think of on this particular list that's going to make me vote against Death. I wish that it would have been. I wish that there may have been a better song per se by them, but like, it's fucking Death. Compositionally speaking, I would almost, be willing to stand 10 toes down on the argument that compositionally speaking, he's probably like top 5 in the overall bracket. Maybe top 3.
It is Andrew's turn, not yours, but
oh shit, I'm sorry. You said my name. That's my fucking bad. I'm so sorry.
Because the song's for you, motherfucker. The song's for you because you love Death so much.
I'm so sorry, Andrew, dude.
It's all good. It's all good, bro. I'll partly agree with you on some of the things you said about Death. However, I don't think this song or this album is really one of their strong points. But the entire No Place for Disgrace album by Flotsam and Jetsam is fucking incredible, with Escape from Within being my top favorite song, probably period, from that band. So I got to go Escape from Within.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't hold that against you in any capacity because I'm a fan of Flotsam and Jetsam too, but like, just fucking, I really do wish it would have been like Scavenger of Human Sorrow or The Philosopher.
I got more into like the later era of Death, like just before he died.
That's a shame too. No, and then that's also like sorry for the
Perseverance album was like the
oh my god,
your year
for real. And I honestly, that's part of the reason why like I actually enjoy starting from the early stuff and then going through, because you can literally hear him progress in his talents. I really truly wish he wasn't gone, because I would have loved to have seen what he ended up doing, even if he would have eventually stopped doing the performing element of it. I still think he would have been brilliantly fucking influential behind the scenes on like
oh, absolutely,
on the ones and twos.
Well, Andrew, which way did you want to go though?
I'm going Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yeah, I was gonna say he went Flotty.
Well, Mr. Plain, it's all tied up right now since Chancey technically gave his vote, even though it wasn't his turn. Which way you want to go?
This is really, really hard for me because I'm kind of like halfway between what Drew said and what Chancey said. Like stylistically, Death is, everything Chancey said and more. But Flotsam and Jetsam is one of those bands that, while Testament and Overkill and the bands like that were getting a lot of shine and all of that, Flotsam and Jetsam was one of the bands that was just putting out phenomenal record after phenomenal record and pretty much being ignored by everyone. That it was a damn shame, because Flotsam and Jetsam were fucking incredible and one of the best live bands I've ever saw and got to play with. Damn, man, this is I'm gonna go with Drew on this one. I really love that song, and it's such a it's got so many dynamics to it. I'm gonna go with Flotsam and Jetsam on this one, as much as it pains me.
Well, Harley, which way do you want to go?
I'm going with death.
Don't go with death. You have so much to live for. But okay. Fuck you all. This means it's a tiebreaker coming down to me. And shit. See, all right. Flotsam and Jetsam, I've heard of before by name only. I never actually heard anything they did until this bracket. And Death I've heard before because of Chansey. There's better Death songs in this song. So I'm getting to Flotsam and Jetsam to make a band I never heard of but I actually like move on a little bit. I've seen this Death song just was a little too, I don't know. I think I like 90s Death a little bit better, but
You chose wisely.
I try. But
And to answer Chansey's question, I really think if Chuck had survived and continued on, I think he probably would be doing much like what Peter Tägtgren is doing now with, like, part of the time with Hypocrisy and part of the time with Pain. Just kind of doing,
That's true because he was in yeah, you're right because he was doing both of the bands there at the end.
well, Chansey, that means that you actually get to start off the next matchup, and it's a 2000s matchup. It's number 49 ranked, Embrace Annihilation by Shadows Fall from 2009, going against number 22 ranked, All Nightmare Long by Metallica from 2008.
Jesus fucking Christ. What's the name of this fucking bracket?
Top metal songs about death.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought for a second it was top death metal songs because I was about to unleash the entire fucking 26 extra levels of hell that they created just for this fucking barrage of hatred I was going to send. But obviously we're not going to be choosing Metallica on this one. Fucking holy shit.
And Harley?
Yep.
See, it's funny. A coworker of mine who's a huge metalhead goes to concerts like at least once a month. Told me the other day randomly to check out Shadows Fall because they have a new album coming out for the first time in like
they're good.
later.
Yeah.
So
The Light the Blinds is such an awesome song. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. The Light the Blinds is such a beautifully awesome song. Highly recommend it if you haven't heard it.
Which, I mean, it was funny because I listened to this playlist like the next day for the first time, and oh look, Shadows Fall comes on, and I actually liked them. I'm actually impressed by them a lot. It reminds me of Avenged Sevenfold-ish kind of era stuff in the late 2000s, but All Nightmare Long by Metallica is from one of my favorite Metallica albums ever. I fucking love that album. It was a huge part of my college days. And All Nightmare Long was also the theme song for, I forget the name of it, but it was also a very good WWE pay-per-view. So I will 100% go for Metallica All Nightmare Long because I fucking love that song. The guitar work in that song is just one of Metallica's best in my opinion. But which way you want to go, Drew?
I'm actually going to side with you on this one and go Metallica. I had never listened to Shadows Fall before tonight, and just based on this one song, I'm not really crazy on them. I'll have to give another song or two a chance to really give the band a fair shot, but I'm not really digging them.
Well, apparently they have a new album coming out next year, and my friend's gonna go see him live because he apparently loved them back in the day. But yeah, it's not. All Nightmare Long.
I hope for his sake he enjoys bands that Metallica are actually better than.
He actually just saw Metallica live a couple months ago with like half my coworkers. So yeah, he does like Metallica a lot too. So
All right.
and they still perform all Nightmare Long as part of their set when they do shows now. But
Yeah, I'm not really too crazy about Metallica, but I do remember when this album had come out. This was Death Magnetic, I think it was.
yep.
And I
Yeah.
actually enjoyed like a solid like half that album.
I used to listen to that album from start to finish like multiple
I think that
times
was
a
the
day.
one that
on
had
repeat,
like
so.
Unforgiven 3 on it or something.
Yep. Unforgiven Part 3. Yep.
And I actually really enjoyed it. So we're going
yeah.
Metallica.
I honestly think that I don't know. Unforgiven for me, it's Part 1, Part 3, then Part 2. I don't like Part 2, but that's me. But Mr.
Surprisingly, I do like 2.
It's not bad, but it's just not 1 or 3. But Mr. Plain, you are the tiebreaker. Is it Shadows Fall or Metallica?
I don't like either. I like Metallica. I don't like Shadows Fall. But I don't like either of these songs. So, I think just based on the fact that there are multiple Metallica songs in this bracket,
Like 4. There's like 4 Metallica songs in this bracket, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to go Shadows Fall on this just so we don't end up with like all Metallica at the end. So,
I don't think it's gonna happen regardless, but we'll see.
we'll say Shadows Fall and we'll let them be eliminated in the next round.
Well, honestly, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we'll see. I this next matchup is gonna be who they're facing next round, whoever wins it, and I don't know. But Harley gets stars out in this one, and it's a 90s versus 2000s matchup. It's number 48 ranked "Pity the Sadness" by Paradise Lost from 1992, or number 21 ranked "This Is Your Life" by Switchfoot from 2003.
This Is Your Life.
Okay, yeah. If there was one band on this fucking bracket that I wish could burn in hell for all eternity and I could go down there when I die and just like shove shit up their asses for the fuck of it, it'd be Switchfoot. It 100% would be Switchfoot. Fuck that horrible fucking band. Oh my god. I literally, every time that song came on, I'm just like, oh god, not this shit again. But Paradise Lost, I never heard of. But Pity the Sadness is actually a really good fucking song. So I'll dig the fuck out of that and I'm going for Pity the Sadness. But Drew, which way you want to go?
I hadn't heard either band. They were both first time listens, literally minutes before this went on. And in the case of Switchfoot, I had no idea what the fuck I listened to. It definitely wasn't good.
It's Christian rock, basically.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I'm going Paradise Lost.
Which is also one of my favorite fucking novels ever written. But I love that book. But which way you want to go, Music God?
Yeah, I got to go with Switchfoot just because I don't like Paradise Lost. It is that slow, prodding ass, shitty ass watered down version of Typo Negative or My Dying Bride that they want to be, but just fail miserably at trying to be. So, yeah, anything. Paradise Lost, please.
Well, I enjoyed them, but in our third tiebreaker of the night, Chansey is the tiebreaker between between Paradise Lost and Switchfoot.
I'm gonna go with fucking Paradise Lost.
As I knew you would, but
Mostly just
Which
because I'm
means-
not a big fan of Switchfoot.
I mean, the only thing Christian I listened to was ICP, and even that's on the borderline. But that means I start the next one.
Striper fan?
What was that?
Am I the only Striper fan? Come on, to hell with the devil.
I don't know if I've ever heard of them even, but
I know of them. I mean, they're okay, but I definitely am not.
I always thought
I'm not gonna write home
Striper-
about them.
I always thought Slayer and Striper should have toured together as like an economy tour. You
That
just-
would have been great.
Depending on which one's on stage, you just flip the cross. Gonna save a
Right?
lot of money doing
Just
that.
put it on a fucking like a like a rotating like just something that's got like mechanized. Just burn.
Put it on a fucking wheel.
So I've
Have
actually
Striper-
interviewed a couple of times. So,
Well, that
I
means
like
I get to start the next. That means I get to start the next matchup, and it's time, Drew. It's finally your namesake, because it's, and I'm gonna mispronounce this first one horribly, but
Do
it's
I
number
actually go
40.
first this time?
Well, actually, I go first this time, but you can
Oh,
go
okay.
second. But it's number 47 ranked Total Funeral by, and I'm gonna destroy this, but Watain? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
it's Watain.
Watain, okay. So Total Funeral by Watain from 2010. Going against a song that is 32 years older than it. Number 20 ranked Heroes End by Judas Priest from 1978. And
Oh,
I'm going Judas Priest easily.
I know you are. It's your namesake, for fuck's sake. But I personally, since I'm starting this one off,
Oh,
I'm
that's
going
right.
with
I'm
Judas
sorry.
Priest.
I did say that.
Hold a fucking chancey. But Total Funeral was garbage. I'm going with Judas Priest because I never heard that Judas Priest song, but it's fucking actually really good. I enjoy the shit out of the lyrics and the fucking guitar, so I'm going with Heroes End. But since Andrew already gave us his answer, which way you want to go, CJ?
Oh, and Judas Priest all day long. Watain is one of the bands that rank up there with Deicide is just one of the worst fucking examples of death metal walking the face of the earth. They're horrible fucking guys.
I'm really glad it wasn't just me hating all that shit.
No, I love death metal. I am a huge death metal fan, but there are a handful of bands that I have had the misfortune of doing shows with, and just Watain, I've never met them. I've heard stories about them, and they take themselves way too fucking seriously. They're shitty musicians. The songs are terrible. You know, they're just the whole. They got this thing about wanting to be like the G.G. Allen of death metal. You know, throwing blood on people in the front row and shit like that. And it's just like, bro, you know, you ain't that fucking good. Like, most people can't even pronounce your fucking name, let alone like your music. Like, you know, like,
they need to calm down and have their mom bring them a juice box so they fucking go sit in the corner for a while.
they're
But
a horrible fucking band, bro.
But Chancey, which way would you have gone?
Probably with old Judas Priest there.
And Harley, finish us up here.
Judas Priest.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first sweep of the night. And what better band do it for than Judas Priest? But that means that, Andrew, you actually get to start off this next one. And
Right.
it's 2010s versus 70s. It's number 46 ranked In Death by Belphegor from 2014. Going against him. That's what I said. I just put an accent on it. But it's going against number 19 ranked I Love the Dead by Alice Cooper from 1973.
Couldn't really get into Belphegor, or however that's said. Alice Cooper, not really a fan of this song per se, but
It's dark for
Alice's
him.
music. So
I mean, that's saying something. For Alice Cooper, that song's dark.
I honestly, I do love Alice Cooper. Just this song, I'm not really a big fan of, but I like it quite a bit more than Belphegor.
Well, you know, Alice Cooper, ugliest woman I've ever seen. But which way you want to go, CJ?
Yeah, Alice Cooper all day. Got to go with Detroit, bro.
And Chancey?
Yep.
I'm surprised. Chancey sometimes likes bands like Belphegor out of nowhere. But Harley, which way you want to go?
Alice Cooper.
And folks, that means that next round we're gonna have sweep for sweep because I barely remember the fucking Belphegor song, even though I listened to it like 20 times. But and I never
Wait,
heard that album.
which Alice Cooper song was it again?
I Love the Dead.
Yeah, no, it's not yeah. I'm not disappointed in voting against that one.
You voted for it, didn't you?
Oh, didn't fucking CJ vote for Belphegor?
No,
I didn't think so.
No, we voted a sweep, dude.
Oh, right on. Fuck it.
But
The worst Alice Cooper song is still going to be better than anything by Belphegor. So.
Amen.
I never heard that Alice Cooper song, and I actually fucking loved it. It's so fucking creepy. It's like amazing. Like it's like
middle era for him. You know?
it's like Cradle of Filth sung slowly. But and I mean honestly, I thought Chancey would love that song. But I can open a cold one, you know? But well, I guess still warm in Alice's case, but that means that CJ gets to start off the next one. And it's you're gonna hate me for this one. But it's a 90s matchup. It's number 45, The Spirit Carries On by Dream Theater from 1999. Or number 18 ranked, 1916 by Motorhead from 1991.
So this isn't really hard. I love
I
Motorhead.
said you're gonna hate me for it.
No, I love Motorhead, but I have a very, very bad memory attached to Motorhead. One of my best friends was shot to death in the parking lot of Harpo's in Detroit after we saw Motorhead. So I kind of have a hard time listening to Motorhead, even though I love Lemmy. I respect the music. It brings back sort of bad memories. But the one thing I will say is Spirit Carries On. Probably one of my favorite Dream Theater songs, and it is just devastatingly awesome live. It's their encore song, and last time I saw him, Devin Townsend was opening, and Devin came on stage and actually sang the duet with.
That's incredible. That's fucking incredible.
Fucking crazy good, bro. Like I never saw Devin live. I'd waited. It took me 30 years to get to see Devin live, and when he started singing, and then Devin come out and started singing with him, it was just like it was surreal, bro. Like just tears in my fucking eyes. Like I was like, holy shit. So definitely Dream Theater. Long story short.
I fucking love Devin Townsend Project. But Chancey, which way you want to
go? Repeat. I'm sorry. What was the names of this stuff again?
The Spirit Carries On by Dream Theater or 1916 by Motorhead?
Motorhead.
I was gonna say, I know you're such a Dream Theater fan, but Harley, which way you want to go?
There ain't nothing wrong with them.
Dream Theater.
You hate all dude. You hate all symphonic metal. Every time I bring a Nightwish or Avantasia, I'll get shit.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. But I mean, like Dream Theater, and then the Trans-Siberian Orchestra and stuff like that. That shit's pretty awesome.
I mean, Dream Theater wishes they could be Avantasia sometimes, but pretty sure. But
don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Oh, dude, I love
I was going to say something similar.
I was going to say I love Avantasia, but they are not Dream Theater, bro. Not on a technical level. Like Avantasia is one guy. First off, it's that's
and a shitload of guests from every metal band in Europe.
Yeah, but dude, Jordan on top of Mike, on top of John, on top of John, on top of there is more technical skill in Dream Theater than you you could humanly put together in most other 10
Oh.
bands.
Trust me, well, I mean, what's going to beat that besides a supergroup? That's all I'm saying. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Dream Theater, and I am voting for them 100%
I
over
love their
Motorhead.
reputation, but they are not Dream Theater, bro. Like, you know.
I don't know. I like Avantasia a little bit better, but that's my personal opinion. But maybe it's a song topics a little more even, but I don't know. But in this matchup, I 100% will vote for Dream Theater because though can't see. I swear to God, the first time I heard Spirit Carries On, I thought I was listening to that freaking Falsettos album again that fucking Ben brought on our show. But
Oh yeah.
because it sounds like a fucking piece from a musical, it really does. But
it sounds like a Queen song. I mean, honestly, it sounds almost like it's a Queen song, like a Queen cover.
Now that you say that, I can kind of picture that. But I mean, 1916 was a decent song. I mean, I like Motorhead, but 1916 is not their best song. I can hear Dropkick Murphys do a song like that way better. So I will fucking 100% go for Dream Theater. But
1916 is about the battles in France, the fields of Abernathy.
Oh, I know. Dropkick Murphys has done fucking World War I and II songs and done them a lot better. But Drew, which way you want to go?
You know, I want to love Dream Theater. I really do. You know, you already brought up Avantasia. They're one of my favorite bands. You know, Metallium, Symphony X. Dream Theater can be like that, except they just like don't know how to like rock out really, you know? Motorhead.
They want to be more.
Motorhead.
They want to be more.
That problem with, you know, even acoustic.
They want.
Motorhead just rocks a little bit harder, you know. So I got to go with Motorhead.
In a losing effort, but still. And I mean, Dream Theater wants to be more lyrically focused than heavy focused. That's the thing. They are more all about the story behind the album. That's what they're about. And I respect that. I fucking love that. But I mean, yeah, you're right. Like Tobias will have his guest stars go nuts in the fucking guitars for Avantasia, like compared to Dream Theater. But it's just they're different. They're not gonna be the same, and you don't want to be the same because then it'd be two fucking exactly the same bands, and who wants that? But Dream Theater has done some amazing shit though. I forget who it was, but someone brought a Dream Theater album on our show once, and I got to bring, I think, Nightwish to face it, I think, or maybe Avantasia. I forget who I brought, but it was a long time ago. But that was a good album. I forget what the hell it's called. It's been a while. But that means that Chansey, oh God, yes, gets to start off the final matchup in this side of round one.
Wait, who actually won that one?
Oh, Dream Theater, 100%. Okay. Me, Harley, and CJ all voted for Dream Theater, so it's. But Chansey gets to start off this one, and it's a play-in matchup. It's not a play-in matchup. It's a play-in song I threw in there to kind of even things out a little bit. Versus an actual ranked song. It's 2000's Resurrection by Erection by Powerwolf from 2009. Facing number 17 ranked Laid to Rest by Lamb of God from 2004.
Lamb of God.
You son of a bitch!
What?
Going against Powerwolf, how dare you? But
you would have honestly figured that I would have voted for
Powerwolf
over Lamb of God.
I have no doubt in my mind which way you were voting. I hadn't fucking doubt in my goddamn mind. I'm still gonna give you shit for it. But Harley, which way you want to go?
What are the choices?
Resurrection by Erection by Powerwolf or Laid to Rest by Lamb of God?
Resurrection by Erection.
Yeah, that's the name of the song.
Yeah, she chose it. Harley listens to the playlist all the way through. Harley listens to the playlist all the way through. I know she does. And I knowing her, I know she got a kick out of that song by far. But
yeah, that's what I'm picking.
Powerwolf.
Yeah, I mean,
it's one of those songs. It's one of those bands that's on my bucket list to see live. I could have gone this past summer, but I didn't get the chance because pregnant wife and all that. But
destroy yourself. See who gives a fuck.
But I mean, I 100% will go for Powerwolf in this as well because I like Lamb of God a lot. Don't get me wrong, I bought one of their CDs when I was like in high school because it was heavy as shit and I wanted to hear it, and I
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
disappointed.
probably the one with it was probably the one with this song on it, "As the Palaces Burn."
Yeah, I think it was As the Palaces Burn,
Yeah, "Laid to
but
Rest" is on that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, this song's on that
trust me,
album.
I recognized that song as soon as I heard it, dude. It's one of those songs I knew ahead of time, but I also knew Resurrection by Erection ahead of time since I put it on the bracket to begin with, and I fucking love Powerwolf, and that is one of their top 5 songs for me right there. So even when other bands do it on their fucking cover albums, they do, it's fucking incredible. So I'll go
Say
by
who gives a fuck?
But Drew, which way do you want to go?
I actually didn't know
Sorry,
either
Andrew.
bands going into this. Not a fan of Lamb of God. That was easy to figure out. But Powerwolf, I really had a lot of fun with that song, and I'm actually looking forward to going and checking out more of their stuff.
Oh, if you like Avantasia, you're gonna love Powerwolf. But Attila's voice is so fucking magical. But since Powerwolf's moving on, CJ, which way would you have gone? I can feel his anger. I can feel his anger right now.
I can say that I don't like either of these bands, but I like Powerwolf a lot more than Lamb of God. Like Lamb of God is one of those bands I just immediately turn the radio off on. So
Why is that?
I don't know, dude. It's just they're one of them bands. I don't like Randy's
'Cause,
voice.
like-
I don't like Randy's voice. I think is the main thing. It's not the music so much as just his singing.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like when we were talking about the show earlier in the week with the other stuff, because like the technical ability for the guitar players from Lamb of
Yeah,
God
like the Morton
are
brothers,
better than
yeah,
like the beginning of 11th Hour is it's simple yet so difficult at the same time. It's just fucking insane. Just that
it's like a weird thing. Like I love Devil Driver, but I hate Lamb of God, and they're essentially, very very similar, other than the singer.
Yeah.
So I think it's really just Randy singing that drives me crazy. I don't like his singing. So it's not the music of Lamb of God, because I have no problem with that. I love Chris Morton as a drummer,
right,
and whatnot, and it's really Randy's voice that just kind of makes me not want to hear it. So.
Which means, folks, that the first half of round one's officially over, and Powerwolf does move on 4-1. And it's time for a 2000s matchup again. And Harley gets started off. Actually, I'm happy Harley started this one off, kind of. But it's another play-in song, The Death Song by Marilyn Manson from 2000, going against number 8 ranked So Far Away by Avenged Sevenfold from 2010.
So Far Away.
Yeah, between our guests bringing the Nightmare album from Avenged Sevenfold on our show a while back, and them being in this bracket, in the last bracket, I kind of am learning to like the newer Avenged Sevenfold more than I thought I would, since City of Evil is my last and only CD I ever bought from them. But I am not voting against the fucking Death Song by basically God himself, Marilyn Manson. Like, I'm not voting against it. I fucking love the Death Song. It's been one of my favorite Manson songs for a long time. It's got so much in the message behind it. But which way you want to go, Drew?
Yeah, the thing is, like, they're very similar bands to me, just in that I'm not really a fan of either one of them, but every so often they come out with a song where I'm like, holy shit, that's a great fucking song. And then I think I'm gonna listen to the album, and I can't. There's like the one song. In the case of these two, though, I'm gonna side with Avenged Sevenfold. I'm just not a fan of the Death Song.
Yeah, makes me think of what all the libtards have been talking about the last couple of days. But which way you want to go, CJ?
I'm not really a fan of either one of these songs either. But probably I lean a bit more towards Manson than Avenged Sevenfold. So we'll go with Manson on this one.
Which makes me happy because that means that Chancey motherfucking Gripe is the tiebreaker yet again. And honestly, I mean, I kind of think I know which way he's going to go in this, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm kind of dying to know.
Stop lying to these people. The fuck are you doing? You know goddamn good and well where I'm going, which is why you're so damn happy about the fact that I'm the tiebreaker. Because you know that there's a very small window of Marilyn Manson that I actually enjoy, and zero window of anything from fucking Avenged Sevenfold that I fucking enjoy, which really, in a sense, almost pisses me off because of the fact that it's, you know, so far away. Is that the one where they have that? Is the hook? Is that the come back to me? It's almost easy. Or was that a different song?
I think that's different because I don't remember those lyrics, and I've heard that song a lot.
No. Fair enough. I was probably see. That's how little I don't care about him. I don't know. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna go with fucking Manson because I fucking guess. I really want. Part of me almost wants to vote for Avenged Sevenfold out of spite, but I don't want to run the risk that it could potentially fucking beat something else that I actually care about later on down the line. So I guess I'll go with The Devil You Know.
Well, I mean, that song is from I want to say it's not Antichrist, but it's and not Mechanical, but it's from the other album in that trilogy that I can't think of the name of right now. I want it.
Well, it's from the
I want
Hollywood.
Hollywood. I kept wanting to say Hollywood Undead, and I'm like, no, they're a fucking band. But yeah, Hollywood. You're right. Okay. Fucking, I can see the fucking album cover in front of me, for God's sake, but I just can't think of the name. But that means I get to start off the next matchup, and it's a 1994 matchup. It's number 38 ranked Funeral Fog by Mayhem going against number 7 ranked A Tout Le Monde from Megadeth. Which
wait, hold on though. The version that you have on the bracket.
Oh, I know it's a 2008 version from fucking United Abominations. Don't tell me shit. But that's the version I learned of first, and that's where I originally knew it from. Is because that's the first Megadeth album I ever bought was United Abominations, and I fucking love that.
I thought it was very odd that you put that one on there, but
are they different? I didn't think they'd be different, but.
Oh no, they're very different. Christine
it's a
thing on the 09 or 08 or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is a fucking remaster and shit. So like,
no, it's not a remaster. Remake.
Remake. I'm sorry.
Oh, because there's a female voice. There's a female voice on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I made a point of saying it because it's different.
Which they don't advertise that at fucking all, but I can only imagine it makes it better. But in my opinion. But
yeah, the remake has the subtitle "Set Me Free," whereas the original got the Tout Le Monde.
Oh, well, I love that song in the fucking remake. I never heard the original, I don't think, but I love that song in the remake, and it's my favorite song off that United Abominations album, which that's my second favorite Megadeth album after 13. So I 100% will go for A Tout Le Monde because I fucking love that song. It's got such a great message behind it. But Drew, I've said many times to my wife that needs to be put at my funeral. But which way you want to go, Drew?
Well, this actually changes my ranking a little bit because I actually do like the original a bit more. What were we doing this against?
Funeral Fog by Mayhem.
Oh, easily Megadeth.
As I said, of the two Megadeth songs on this side of the bracket, the other one is by far my favorite, and that's this one. So,
yeah, it's killing me that you got like fucking 17 Metallica songs in here, but only 2 Megadeth. Come on.
I did not make these rankings.
Yeah, it's a fucking insult.
It really is.
It is a fucking insult.
Blame the public for their ranking and ranker. That's all I got.
No, because you said no. Earlier on in this show, not that long ago, you literally said that you put a song on this thing. So you can tell us to blame all the other motherfuckers that we want, but
I
you're
put songs in
also.
this thing, but not in this matchup.
I'm
That's
just
the way it
saying.
fell. That's the
It
way it
still
fell.
quantifies. If you can fucking manipulate it to add in something you put in earlier on, you're equally as responsible for everything else after the fact.
No,
Bleach.
I only put in songs if I need to make the numbers work. I do not replace songs ever. I don't replace songs ever.
I never said it was a replacement. You
I know,
still
but
manipulated the system.
yeah, we'll see. If any of my playing songs are in there in the finals, we'll see. But that means CJ, is it Megadeth or Mayhem?
So, while I love Megadeth, the history and mythology that surround Mayhem is amazing, hilarious, gross.
Wait, Mayhem. Isn't that the one with Death? Or
Yes.
Dead?
Dead.
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dead and Euronymous and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shoots himself in the head, and his suicide note simply says, "Please excuse the mess."
Yes, it does.
Which is, to me, got to be the greatest suicide note of all time. Like, you just, like, fuck you. I'm not telling you why I did it. Just, please forgive me.
My bad.
And then they take pieces of his skull. They make necklaces out of it. I mean, there's just so much shit. And really, when you listen,
That was
to
Euronymous. Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
I hate him.
But, so when you listen to Dead sing, especially on this song, he sounds like
so
Dave Mustaine in a lot of places. So I'm going with Mayhem. I actually like Mayhem. This is really the only good record they did. Everything afterward just kind of goes off the rails. But you know, just the whole mythology with Euronymous and with Varg, and you know, I mean, it's so fucking crazy. Like, it really is black metal. Like, it's such a black metal thing that you know, and I don't think the real story's really ever been told. I don't think
it ever will be.
Obviously never got to tell his story, but you can tell that Varg has never really told the whole story or the truth, because Varg is just a piece of shit. You know, like
valid. No, Euronymous wasn't nothing, but he was a piece of shit too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, at least if he would have got to tell his side of the story, you could have at least picked, okay, this is a partial truth and this is a partial truth, and sort of formed your own opinion. But unfortunately, you only get the opinion of the, you know, racist piece of shit that, you know, made a lot of accusations, but failed miserably as a human and a musician. And, you know, like, sadly, you only get, you know. So I'm going to Mayhem.
And Chancy, where you want to go?
Mayhem.
Which means that Harley is the tiebreaker. Is it Mayhem or Megadeth?
Mayhem.
Holy fuck, I did not see that coming.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Does that mean... I think it does. Are both Megadeth songs... Oh, no, okay. There's some Megadeth in this, okay. I was going to say, holy shit.
I've only done one Megadeth song, so.
Should have had
Which
more Megadeth
means...
songs.
Nah, I'm good. I think there's a couple in the last part, too. But that means that Drew gets to start off the next one. And it's 90s versus 80s. It's number 37 ranked. Eternal Yours on the Path to the Cemetery Gates by Immortal from 93. going against number 6 ranked Creeping Death by Metallica from 1984.
Ooh. I'm not even really a big Metallica guy, but Metallica wins this one by a landslide.
And CJ?
I like Immortal, but it's Creeping Death, bro. I mean, it's, it's like comparing a station wagon to a Corvette. So, one's got that nice comfort, but the other's got that speed. Oh, you got to go with Metallica, bro.
And Chansey?
I honestly was worried because, dude, Creeping Death, Creeping Death's pretty awesome. Pardon, sorry. Creeping Death is pretty fucking awesome for as far as Metallica goes, especially with Ride the Lightning's pretty solid album. I was a little worried there for a second because
Didn't you bring it on our show, or was that a guest?
No, that was me. I brought Ride the Lightning. I was a little worried because I hold Andrew in a very, very high regard, and for a second I thought I was going to be like, oh no, Andrew, how thou hath fallen from grace. But yeah, no, a little bit. Now, like, the reaction would have been much more visceral if it had been like, For Whom the Bell Tolls or something like that, yeah, no, I'm definitely going with Creeping Death on this one.
And Harley?
Metallica.
Which means, folks, we have a sweep because Immortal that fucking song was hot garbage to me.
Like I said, Metallica wins by a landslide.
But Creeping Death, even though Chansey brought Ride the Lightning, I didn't remember that song. And after hearing it many times, I still think after like the 50th time that they're saying Creepy Dan every time. And I keep thinking of that fucking guy from Nickelodeon. So with his fucking foot fetish. So that's where my mind goes.
Oh, that guy. All right.
Yeah, Creepy Dan. But there should be a theme song for him. Creepy Dan. But, we'll see. CJ is supposed to start this next matchup off. But I'm going to let Chansey start off, actually, because I want to see Chansey's reaction to this. Chansey, it's an 80s versus 2000s matchup. It's number 36 ranked. In Death is Life by Meshuggah from 2005. Or number 5 ranked, Raining Blood by Slayer from 1986.
You see, I actually knew that you were doing this. Like, when you skipped over CJ and started talking to me and you brought up Meshuggah, I inherently knew you were going to fucking make me choose between Meshuggah and fucking Raining Blood. Because,
your fucking circus smoke magic's coming through, but...
Well, not even just that, but I mean, like, literally fucking... Oh, God. It's not Bleed, so I'm okay with voting against Meshuggah on that one for Raining Blood, mostly just because of the fact that Raining Blood has, like, one of my favorite sequences in music, like, written music, I should say, like, of all time. Just that section when it goes from the fucking intro, that after that, when it goes into the triple pick and then goes into that fucking like, all that whole section right there is probably my favorite. It's like 40 or 50 some odd beats or something to that effect. Like 40 or 50 some odd sets of notes, just fucking. I counted them out just to figure out how to play it. And yeah, I'll go with Raining Blood on this, even though I really do love Meshuggah. But if it would have been Bleed, I would have had a full-fledged fucking nuclear meltdown.
I know. I wait till we get to the wait till someone picks the bracket that's metal songs about blood. But
Honestly, I don't understand. If this is about death, why isn't Angel of Death on here?
I did not make these
That's
lists, dude.
that
Or
no, but you added shit to it. You know you could honestly
I add shit that
I
I listen to.
yeah, I don't see why like, this is just me and this is like a thought or an observation, but like in this scenario, you're pulling stuff off from something someone else made for a ranking and including things that you listen to or like that fit and whenever you need to make numbers match. But if you like substitute a song and use the same band that it was in originally, then I mean,
I mean,
is
Angel
it
of Death is
is it
Slayer,
is
isn't
it?
it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. Like this is
I
about
mean,
death.
I get that, but I would never substitute out Raining Blood for anything in any bracket.
I mean, I guess, but at the same time, it's a bracket about heavy metal songs about death. Like it's
Well,
in the name.
what's more about death than a fucking about blood
What?
raining from the sky? Like,
Uh,
a song about Joseph Mengele experimenting on Jews.
yeah, no shit, right? Like literally a song about the angel of fucking death. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I do these things, but which way you want to go, Harley?
Slayer.
And Drew
Slayer.
and CJ,
Yep.
which means Slayer gets a sweep to the next round, and we'll face a sweep in Metallica in the next round in an '80s super matchup. But that means the next matchup we'll get started off by CJ since I skipped him, and it's going to be '90s versus '80s yet again. And it's number 35 ranked Dead by Dawn by Deicide from 1990, going against number 4 ranked Ride the Lightning by Metallica from 1984.
You would start me with this one.
I actually thought a second ago I was going to enjoy this one when you started it, but
So, in 1993, my band played Milwaukee Metal Fest. Deicide, however the fuck you say their stupid ass name.
Deicide because it's Death of Gods, but yeah.
Anyways, they were the headlining band. King Diamond was before them, and there was a special guest band in between them that turned out to be Keanu Reeves' Dogstar. A riot ensued. Shit was thrown at Keanu and his band. They played for 1 minute and 34 seconds and ran for their lives. But in the mayhem, I had a confrontation with Glenn Benton. He spit on me, and I ended up locked in a broom closet because I was attempting to kill him. Because I'm of the mind you can say anything you want to me, but if you spit on me, I will kill you. That is the single most insulting thing you can do to another human being. Fuck Deicide. I hope Glenn Benton gets raped by a fucking dildo the size of a truck. So let's go with Metallica on this one because fuck them every bit.
And Chansey?
What?
Dead by Dawn by Deicide or Ride the Lightning by Metallica?
I'm gonna have to go with Metallica.
And Harley?
Metallica.
Yeah, it's a big fat yup for me because Dead by Dawn is okay. Not a good song by any means, but it's okay. I can listen to it, but I don't like it. But Drew, finish us out.
I just don't get Deicide. It's not my thing. I don't understand how it could be anybody's, especially matched up with Metallica. Again, not a huge Metallica fan, but Ride the Lightning is one of the few 5 fucking star songs they have. Obviously,
It is.
it's Metallica.
Which means, folks, we have another sweep. But that means that Harley gets started this one. And it's a 90s versus 80s matchup. It's number 34 ranked, Where Cold Winds Blow by Darkthrone from 82. Or number 3 ranked, Hallowed Be Thy Name by Iron Maiden from 82.
Hallowed be thy name.
And yeah, Darkthrone's the other song on this fucking list that I skipped over after hearing it once. I don't need a 10-minute song of fucking shit I can't understand. So I will 100% give it to Iron Maiden, even though Cradle of Filth did better. But which way you want to go, Drew?
I'm not a big Bruce Dickinson Iron Maiden fan, but even Hallowed Be Thy Name is fucking far better than Darkthrone.
Like I said, Cradle of Filth did it fucking better because they used that anime fucking movie for the video, and the fact that they start off with after the fucking spoken part at the beginning, Danny Filth literally screams, "Motherfucker!" and then the fucking guitar kicks in and it's fucking magical. But CJ, which way you want to go?
I appreciate Darkthrone, but I also understand that they are very much an acquired taste. And it took me a while to kind of get into them. So Maiden is obvious. I mean, it's hard to vote against Maiden in pretty much any aspect. So
I agree. It's also on my bucket list of bands I want to see live. But Chancey, finish us out. Which way would you have gone?
I'm gonna go with Murders at the Rue Morgue.
That's in a lot of the movie brackets I made. But which way are you going?
Wrong Maiden.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a bracket about songs about death. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Iron Maiden, I guess.
What's more about death than a fucking man hanging in the gallows?
Oh, okay. Well, what's more about death over one than the other? I don't know. Considering the one in its fucking title has a plural usage of the word murder.
But it's not a song about murders bracket. It's a song about death. It's songs about death bracket.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. What is murder?
One version of death,
I
but
think
there's
he's
many
saying
versions
death
of death.
singular.
Yeah, I'm talking more so about the multiple death rather than singular death. That's how it's more relevant.
But yeah, I mean, ain't no one gonna tell me How Be Thy Name isn't about death. So, and
But I
it's
didn't
one of
say
Iron
that. I'm
Maiden's.
saying that it's more about death. Murders.
I mean, I don't know.
It's
But
not more about
Murders
death,
in the
it's
Rue
more.
Morgue.
It's about more death.
it's
Yeah,
about
more
more
death.
death.
That's
but
what
it's
we
not-
need.
It's not,
That's what we
it's
need.
not about. Well, the final matchup gets started off by look me, and it's an 80s matchup. It's number 33 ranked, A World Without by Queensryche from 1982, facing number 2 ranked, Fade to Black by Metallica from 1984. And I'm going with Queensryche because there's enough Metallica moving on in this already. And actually, is there? Yeah, there is. Right, 2 songs already moving on. And Fade to Black is not a great song to me. I've never been a Queensryche fan by any fucking degree, but A World Without is an amazing song. So I'll go with A World Without. But Drew, which way you want to go?
I fucking love Queensryche. I gotta go Queensryche. Fade to Black, like I really only like one small part of the song. It's that da 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 da.
Which
it's short-lived.
which that same riff is in other. It's in other Metallica songs. I'm pretty sure from
Yeah.
Death Magnetic, but which way you want to go, CJ?
I love both of these.
How
I gotta go.
Wait a minute, did you
I
say
gotta
you
go
love
with-
both of these?
Yeah.
All
right, well-
I got great.
I will spill this information because of that fact. Whichever one of these wins will face the number 1 ranked seed, which gets a bye in the first round, which is Cemetery Gates by Pantera.
Yeah, he's right.
Which means Queensryche does move on to face Pantera in round 2. But which way would you have gone, Chansey?
I'm going with Metallica because, Fade to Black's honestly, so like I also like the part that Andrew likes on that song, but I also think that the section that they use for like I guess you'd call it the chorus, I always thought that got slept on. That's so fucking like when I respected it so much more when I actually like learned how to play it. That's fucking that's pretty awesome too. But the part that Andrew was previously discussing though, the one thing that I like the most about that part is the often missed section of note where after it goes and then there's that little bang, and then it goes back into the fucking power chords. Fucking in case it hadn't been heard before, if I can go back and check it out, you'll be like, oh shit.
I heard it, but Harley, which way you want to go?
Metallica.
But that means Queensryche still does move on, and that round 1 is officially over. As I said, the first ranked song in this gets a bye to the next round because I knew anything I put against Cemetery Gates is going to get destroyed, so I didn't bother. But round 2 will get started off by Drew, and it's Black Curtains by Megadeth versus Escape from Within by Flotsam and Jetsam.
Fuck. Oh, this is tough.
It's only going to get tougher.
Not tougher than this.
Okay, maybe not next round.
We're talking 5-star song versus 5-star song. Holy shit. You know what? Megadeth does have better, and I think Escape from Within might actually be the top Flotsam and Jetsam. I think I'm going to go Escape from Within. I'm going to go against Megadeth.
And TJ.
Yep.
And Chansey.
I also have to say I concur with the other two before me.
Which means Flotsam and Jetsam does move into the quarterfinals. But which way you want to go, Harley?
Yep.
And that means, folks, we have our first sweep in round 2. But
I honestly,
to see
I cannot believe I voted against Megadeth. Like,
I can. It's
high
not
school
one of
me
the...
would be very upset.
But that means that the next matchup will start off with CJ, and it's Embrace Annihilation by Shadows Fall versus Pity the Sadness by Paradise Lost.
Jesus Christ. So you're asking me to choose between a kick in the balls and a kick in the ass, basically.
I mean,
The
I
ass will hurt
imagine...
a little less.
I'll say, the ass hurts a little less, but...
Kicking the ass can be motivational.
I'll go with Shadows Fall just because, at least musically, I can tolerate them. much like the other band I was talking about. I can't think of. I really don't like the singer all that much of Shadows Fall, but musically I can tolerate them. Paradise Lost just
Oh,
they,
like Lamb of God.
yeah, Paradise Lost just grates on my fucking nerves, and that slow prodding, sustained keyboard sound in the fucking background of the it's just that fucking funeral dirge type of shit, man. It's just horrible.
Well,
It's so
Chancey, which way you want to go?
Just 1 second. My cat that had that cyst in its throat a little while back. Apparently, like the original spot healed up, but it looks like there's like a new hole. So like I gotta check this out real quick. What's the options again?
Embrace Annihilation by Shadows Fall or Pay the Sadness by Paradise Lost.
Shadows Fall.
Okay. And Harley?
Shadows Fall.
Which means Shadows Fall does move on to the next round. But which way? I wouldn't want Shadows Fall too, honestly, in this one. But Drew, which way would you have gone?
I was actually going to go against you guys on that one. I actually kind of liked the Paradise Lost a little bit.
It's a good song. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Pay the Sadness is a good song. But
I'm just not into Shadows Fall. I'm not really into that, that kind of vocal style.
that's not their. That's not their. I mean, okay. Well,
just that,
Yeah,
that
I guess
screaming shit.
that is a down to the bone typical Shadows Fall song. That is exactly what Shadows Fall is.
I like the chorus. I like the whole witness the apocalypse. Like, I like when bands are have like that fucking heavy, non-understandable language in between, but then they do like a. It's like Killswitch Engage, where they have like the shit you can't understand, but then they have a chorus you can understand. Like, I
Yeah,
like
that's another one I just can't get into.
CM Punk's theme song, man. This fire burns, but
No, I know the
but
song. I'm just not into it.
Chancey, you back or no? Take that as a no.
I'm here.
But oh, okay. Well,
I had to
Chancey,
put
you
my
start.
headset back on.
All right. Well, you start out the next one, and it's "Heroes End" by Judas Priest, or "I Love the Dead" by Alice Cooper.
I'm gonna go with Priest on this one.
And Harley?
Judas Priest.
Yeah, I'm not giving Judas Priest to win that easy. I will easily vote for Alice Cooper because "I Love the Dead" is my kind of creepy. But Drew, which way you want to go?
Priest.
It is a good Priest song. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm kind of disappointed in that. But CJ, which way would you have gone?
I would have went Alice Cooper.
God damn you, Drew!
I'm not into that one Alice Cooper song.
It's so creepy though. I fucking love it. Like, I fucking used like the first opening line for like Chancey's intro in this fucking episode because I had to. Like, not quite blue yet. Like, the bluing hasn't started, whatever the fuck he says, but like, it's fucking hilarious. Like, it makes me die laughing. Like, I love that Alice Cooper song. Even for him, it's fucking creepy. But that means Harley gets to start the next one, and it's 90s versus 2000s, and I have a bad feeling. But it's "The Spirit Carries On" by Dream Theater versus "Resurrection by Erection" by Powerwolf.
Resurrection by Erection.
Yes, my dear. Yes, it shall be. And I am 100% going with Powerwolf as well because I love Dream Theater, but they are not Powerwolf in my mind by any fucking degree. Powerwolf is one of my top 5 bands of all time. So, as Chancey would damn well knows. But Drew, which way you want to go?
Powerwolf.
Which means Powerwolf beats out Dream Theater going to the. Will they beat out Judas Priest in the quarterfinals? I can't predict that even. But CJ, which way would you have gone?
Dream Theater.
I know. I already put down the vote for you because I know. But Chancey would have been Dream Theater or Powerwolf.
I would have also went with Dream Theater on that one
I know you would have,
because
and that's a great point.
Powerwolf wishes they could be Dream Theater.
No, they don't.
Oh, absolutely they do.
They don't even try to be Dream Theater. They I can't describe Powerwolf. Hey, Scatman Jones over there. But I don't know. Powerwolf. I can't even measure them up to another band because there's another band that's like them. Maybe Lordy to some degree, but there's really no other band that's like them. That
What?
I mean,
No other band that's like Powerwolf?
yeah.
No. Dude, there's a dozen bands that are like Powerwolf.
I was gonna say, get them.
That thing about nothing but werewolves and religion.
Bloodbound.
Never heard of them.
Hypocrisy.
Never heard of them.
Hypocrisy.
I
You
can't-
never heard of Hypocrisy? I just mentioned
Jesus
them earlier.
Christ. Yeah.
The thing about UFOs, werewolves, and other paranormal, like Hypocrisy is a band that would be perfect for your fucking paranormal show. Okay, their whole entire catalog is literally about space aliens, werewolves, and other paranormal shit.
All right. I shall now check them out, CJ. Thank you.
He is.
Peter Packard is obsessed with UFO and paranormal shit. Like he's
I will
Yeah,
now check them out.
he's-
But
yeah.
Well-
it's shocking you don't know who Hypocrisy is because they're literally he's like one of the biggest conspiracy theorists, paranormal Area 51 UFO type of dudes there is. Like,
It's bad. I know who they are.
do what?
well, nobody ever told me about them, and I never randomly came across them. So
I mean, they're a death metal band. I'll tell you that right now. They're in that vein of, they're in that Euro vein of like At the Gates and Hypocrisy, Conqueror, In Flames type.
Okay, I've heard of In Flames. I never heard of any of those other bands, but
well, if you do you like In Flames, if you like In Flames, you're gonna love.
no, I don't like In Flames at all, really. But
Okay, well, they're pretty much that same style of like.
I
In
bought-
Flames.
I
What?
I bought one In Flames album in like 2004 from FYE to scare my parents, but that's it. So yeah,
They actually have Hypocrisy has a record that basically it's a concept record about Area 51 about
nice.
UFO.
I will
So,
I will listen to it.
I
But
can't remember the
that
name
means
of it.
that means I start off the first matchup in the other side of round 2. And it's going to be The Death Song by Marilyn Manson versus Funeral Fog by Mayhem. And I am 100% going for Manson. Over Funeral Fog, 150 fucking percent. But which way you want to go, Drew?
Oh, I thought we eliminated Funeral Fog already.
No, it beat Megadeth 3-2.
See, I didn't even remember that. I'm gonna go Manson on that one.
And CJ?
What do we? I'm sorry, I lost track here talking about other stuff.
It's Manson versus Mayhem.
Manson versus Mayhem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Mayhem all day long.
And CJ? I mean, Chancey? Fucking C's.
Yes, I am also gonna say it is fucking Mayhem all day long.
Which means Harley, my Harlequin, is the tiebreaker between Manson and Mayhem.
I'm going with Manson.
Which means the Death Song does move into the quarterfinals. Well, it's not going to make it into the semifinals, I'm pretty sure, but we'll see.
That's the cover
Oh,
of.
That's awesome. Okay, I will definitely check them out. That's awesome as shit.
So,
Oh, Drew, I am so happy you could start off this A's matchup. I really am. It's
Okay.
Creeping Death by Metallica versus Raining Blood by Slayer.
Slayer.
Oh, fuck you.
Y'all made this
Big
matchup,
Slayer
not
guy.
me.
Wait, what?
I said y'all made this matchup, not me. Don't blame me, CJ.
I'm not even a really big Slayer guy, but I actually really do enjoy the Rain and Blood album. It's not as good as Show No Mercy, but it is a great fucking album.
And CJ, Creeping Death or Raining Blood.
Hmm.
You got 84 versus 86 here.
Hmm. I'm gonna go with Slayer. I think. Just
And Chansey?
Yep.
Which means Slayer does move on, and we'll face Manson in the next round. Funny enough, I was supposed to go to a Manson Slayer concert in like 2005. My parents wouldn't let me go to New York City by myself. But I was in high school still.
that's probably not a bad thing.
But that's the thing. 4 years later, in 2009, my dad drove me to New York City to see so I could go see Cradle of Filth. And he went to a bar the whole time, and while I saw Cradle of Filth, you couldn't do the same thing in 2005 when I wanted to see Manson and Slayer. What the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ. I didn't even know who Slayer really was at that point, besides Raining Blood. But I would have gladly seen them to see Manson. And I've yet to see either now because of that shit. But, Harley, which way would you have gone this?
Slayer.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it a sweep. I'll throw one to Creeping Death because I fucking love that song. But it doesn't really matter because Slayer moves on. But Chansey gets. Oh, I'm sorry, actually, CJ gets dropped the next one. Ooh, another tough 80s matchup. Ride the Lightning by Metallica or Hollow Be Thy Name by Iron Maiden.
Maiden.
That was faster than I thought it'd be. But Chansey, which way you want to go?
Yep.
And Harley?
Maiden.
Did we just take every Metallica song out of this bracket at that point?
Hopefully.
Yep.
We. Oh, let's make it. What? Oh no. And we did. Okay. All four Metallica songs are now eliminated after round 2. And yeah, I would 100% give it to Hobby Thy Name as well. But what about you, Drew?
Same. I actually didn't think we'd have another, 2 5-star songs kind of a duel, but yeah, I'm giving it to Maiden easily on that one.
Well, here's the funny thing about that you just said. The next matchup gets started off by Chansey, and it's the last matchup in round 2, but it's another 5-star matchup. It's a 80s versus, well, basically 80s matchup. It's A World Without by Queensryche from 1982, facing number 1 ranked Cemetery Gates by Pantera from 1990.
So, I don't know who made this bracket.
Jeremy.
Ranker fucking made it. I put them in order.
Mm-hmm.
Ranker is full of shit because A World Without End is actually on Queensryche's record from 2012. The first record with Todd La Torre. It is not a song from 1982, which would have been the first
well, actually, the years I got from Google.
Okay, well, Google is wrong. A World Without End by Queensryche is from their 2012 self.
According to Google,
look up. Look up.
According to Google, according to Google, the EP Queensryche came out in 1982.
Yes, but that song was not on it.
I mean, according to Wikipedia. Okay, according to Wikipedia, you are 100% right.
I know I'm right. That's why I said is
So yeah, okay.
Google was wrong.
Google must have just be going by the name. I don't know.
It's the 8th
But
song. I was like,
which way you want to go?
The first time, but I kept thinking about that, and I was like, that's not a song from 1982. That's Toddler singing.
Which way you want to go, Chancey?
You're legit asking me this question, right? This is happening.
Yes.
I don't even know what the choices are at this point.
It's fucking Cemetery Gates by fucking Pantera, and that's the one I'm going with.
And Harley, A World Without by Queensryche or Cemetery Gates by Pantera?
Pantera.
And I'm going to give that a big fat yup and make it through to the next round because that's the one Pantera song I really love. That is my favorite Pantera song of all time, CJ. I'm sorry. I had Pantera's Greatest Hits in high school when I first got my license and my car. And I used to bump the greatest hits from Pantera, partly for Walk, but mainly for Cemetery Gates. But I do not like Walk anymore. I really don't. It's too overplayed. But I fucking love Cemetery Gates. But which way you want to go, Drew?
I was gonna go Queensryche on that one. Pantera. I like Pantera, but once they got Phil singing for them, I not really so much a fan.
I like that one song. That's about it. But which way you want to go, CJ?
Yeah, I am. Let me put it this way. I feel about Pantera how Chancey feels about Avenged Sevenfold. So I am vehemently anti-Pantera.
Wait. So wait, are you vehemently anti Phil Anselmo or?
I am vehemently the entire band. As my band did a 2-week tour with them, I know those guys intimately. Every one of them were racist pieces of shit. They were not the good guys that the media portrayed them to be. I heard a lot of very insulting language and very insulting conversations between them that were not.
So I was talking more along the lines of like musically, but
no,
that's fair enough.
It has nothing to do with their music. It's personality, like shit that I saw firsthand, heard firsthand. Phil got the brunt of the
stuff.
He got the brunt of the shit because of what he said, but
right.
I can honestly tell you that Daryl and Vinny were just as guilty of that as Phil was. So Rex was pretty much the only one of the three that kind of, stayed to himself a little bit and but they were not good guys. They were horrible human beings. I didn't like them at all. I stayed away from them as much as possible. Just that's all I'm.
Which means, folks, that we are now entering the quarterfinals, and it should go fast from here on out, with only 8 songs left in the bracket. But the quarterfinals will get started off by Harley, and it's Escape from Within by Flotsam and Jetsam, or Embrace Annihilation by Shadows Fall.
The first one.
And I love both of these songs, I really do, but I'm gonna give it to Embrace Annihilation because that whole Apocalypse chorus line I fucking love. But Drew, which way you want to go?
Flotsam and Jetsam, easily.
And CJ?
basically what he said. Yep. Flotsam and Jetsam by about 346 country miles.
which means Flotsam and Jetsam does move on. But Chancey, which way
Yup.
would you have gone? And in the other matchup in this side, it gets started off by, oh, look, me. And it's Hero's End by Judas Priest, or Resurrection by Erection by Powerwolf. And I got to go Powerwolf. I think it's going to be a losing effort, but I'm pretty sure. But I'll go Powerwolf. What about you, Drew?
This is a tough one. I think I'm going to go Priest, though.
Well, it is your namesake, so. Well, actually, is that your namesake? That's where Judas Priest comes from?
Really, what the name came from was I realized Drew rhymed with so much back in the days of MySpace. So I would, Motley Drew, Judas Priest, and Judas Priest was the last MySpace name I had, and it just kind of stuck. My name was fake at one point.
Dude, I was stuck with Motley Drew every fucking day of the week. Like, Jesus Christ. But
Anybody want
I've seen Motley Crue fucking live, dude. I would have went with Motley Drew all day of the week. That's one of my favorite fucking 80s rock bands of all time.
I changed my MySpace name like every 2 weeks, and like I said, Judas Priest was the one that stuck.
Well, CJ, which way you want to go?
Chupacabra at one point.
That one too. I fucking love that one. But which way would you have gone, CJ?
Yeah,
or which way would you go? And in a losing effort for my song, but Chancey?
Fucking Judas Priest, mine.
Like I said, losing effort. But Harley, which way would you have gone?
Of the options,
Judas Priest or Powerwolf?
Powerwolf.
Oof, resurrect me, baby. But that means Judas Priest is moving on to the semifinals. As I damn well knew it would. But see, I made these all back in like July, August. So I do not remember these matchups at all until I did these brackets again. I do not remember who faces who. So but that means the next matchup gets started off by Drew, and it's the Death Song by Marilyn Manson or Raining Blood by Slayer in a heavy metal super fan's worst nightmare.
I gotta go Slayer on this one. Excuse me. I mean, fucking Slayer.
And CJ?
Slayer.
And Chancey?
You might as well say goodbye to Manson on this one.
I saw it coming before it came.
He hung in there a lot longer than I thought he would, personally.
I know he'd hang in there as long as he did. But going against Slayer, I knew there wasn't a chance in fucking hell.
I mean, surprisingly, he beat out Megadeth.
Nah. But no, he beat off Avenged Sevenfold and Mayhem.
No, I mean, he lasted
Wait, who did Manson beat off?
I caught that, so.
Well, I mean, every member in his band apparently, but
Ebra, remix.
And I mean, possibly Eminem when they did. Fuck. I am so blanking on the name of that song now.
Wait, hold on. That's a whole lot different than just beating off, all right?
What the? Without Me? Was that the song I'm thinking of? Oh no.
Christ,
Fuck.
Jeremy, just stop. You just keep making it worse, man. Just go. Just move on.
No, what's the name of the song? It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't think of it.
I have no idea, but like, it all started off with you saying that he beat off this band and that band, and then it went from
the
to the
song-
fucking, and then you're all talking about Eminem, and then you're all like, without me, like, Jesus, Jeremy, I didn't know.
No, it's the Eminem song. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am?
Like I said, if it has to do with Eminem, I'm pretty sure nobody fucking.
No, this is the one time I actually gave a fuck about Eminem because he brought Marilyn Manson out for the MTV.
Is it
Music
called I
Awards.
Am?
It's a name, but okay. I wasn't sure, but yeah, he brought Marilyn Manson out for the MTV.
I was asking.
It is because he brought out Marilyn Manson for the MTV Music Awards performance of it. When he gets to the part that he mentions Marilyn Manson, like Marilyn Manson came out in like fucking rap gear and fucking started rapping with him. It was fucking amazing. But
Okay, I picked Slayer.
yeah, you were getting next anyway, so shut up. But I'll throw one to Manson. It ain't gonna be a sweep because that song's fucking incredible. Such a message behind it. But that means that CJ gets to start off the final matchup in the quarterfinals, and it ain't easy, at least not to me. But it's Hallowed Be Thy Name by Iron Maiden versus Cemetery Gates by Pantera.
You're telling me it ain't easy?
To me, it ain't, but you go ahead.
It's like picking between a Lamborghini and a Chevette. Dude, it's Iron Maiden. All day. Every day.
And Harley? I'm sorry, Chansey.
I mean, honestly, if it would have been another song other than Cemetery Gates, I'd have probably had a much more difficult time voting against Iron Maiden for their music, for Dimebag's musical ability. But yeah, I mean, I got to go with Maiden on that. That's kind of a gimme on that one.
And Harley?
Iron Maiden.
See, it was the Cradle of Filth version. I would have made it a sweep, but I gotta give one to Pantera because I love Cemetery Gates. The fuck is that noise? Fucking rats chewing in my fucking loft again. God damn it. But which way you want to go, Drew?
I'm gonna go Maiden. If it was something like the Terry Lee era Pantera, it would have a better chance. But Maiden with any fucking singer, better than Phil Osama.
I mean, I get it, but which means that the quarterfinals are officially over. But for the two matches in the semifinals, get started off by Chansey. Is it Escape from Within by Flotsam and Jetsam or Heroes End by Judas Priest?
I think I'm gonna go with Flotsam and Jetsam on this one.
And Harley.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw one to Priest to keep it interesting, and because I do like that Priest song. Why do heroes have to die? That should have been the theme song for Lord of the Rings, but for Boromir's death especially. But which way you want to go, Drew?
It's a great Priest song, but it does not fucking hold a candle to Escape from Within. I'm going Flotsam and Jetsam.
I knew it was a losing effort. I'm fine with that. But which way would you have gone, CJ?
Yep.
Which means Flotsam and Jetsam moves on 4-1. And the other side of the semifinals gets started off by Harley. And it's Raining Blood by Slayer or Hallowed Be Thy Name by Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, it's not Cradle of Filth's version, so I gotta give it to Raining Blood. But which way you want to go, Drew?
Maiden.
And CJ?
I'm gonna go Slayer.
Which means Chansey You are the tiebreaker in the last semifinals matchup between Slayer and Iron Maiden.
Oh, really? So it's fucking Hallowed Be Thy Name versus Raining Blood.
Yep.
Fuck. Raining Blood from a Lacerated Sky.
Which means
Sorry, Andrew.
Slayer,
I'm sorry.
It's all good, man.
which means Slayer moves into the finals. And the finals get started off by CJ motherfucking playing the music guy himself. And it's Escape from Within by Flotsam and Jetsam versus Raining Blood by Slayer. Number
Fuck.
50 versus number 50 versus number 5.
That was tricky right there. That's kind of an interesting thing. Like on the last round, I got to see the life fall away from Andrew. And then when CJ found out he had to choose between these two, it was almost kind of like the fall of one and the rise of another, because he's like, oh fuck.
I
Like fucking, I feel like Cartman over here is like, oh yes, oh the sweet tears of unfathomable sadness.
Fuck you, Cat.
I love Slayer, but I really love Flotsam and Jetsam. So I'm gonna go with Flotsam and Jetsam.
And Harley?
What the fuck am I, chopped liver?
I was going to say, I'm bad chance. I keep giving you. I don't know why.
Jesus fucking Christ. So look, for real though, that Flotsam Jetsam song is fucking, dude, it fucks pretty hard. Still going with fucking Raining Blood though, because every time I think about, outside of my love for the song in and of itself and the band and whatever, but like now every time I think about that song, I always think about that song at the end of the fucking Evil Dead remake when they're fucking playing that shit and she's got that saw on that thing and it's just fucking Raining Blood from a Lacerated Sky.
So you going Raining Blood?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
And Harley?
Raining Blood.
And you know what? Just to give Drew the tiebreaker, I'll go with Flotsam and Jetsam. I love both these songs. I can go either way.
And this is a really fucking easy choice for me. We're going Flotsam and Jetsam.
Which means Flotsam and Jetsam technically wins this side of the bracket, but we still have a grand finales matchup to deal with. The winner from last week facing the winner from this week. And Drew, you may not know this song even, but actually, I'm sure you will. But the grand finales are going to get started off by Chancey motherfucking Gripe Chance-a-Lot himself. And it's number 25 ranked Dead Embryonic Cells by Sepultura from 1991. Or number 50 ranked Escape from Within by Flotsam and Jetsam from 1988.
Listen, Andrew, like, you know, we're definitely internet friends. I'd like to consider us homies and shit. But fucking fuck Flotsy and Jetsy, dude. It's fucking Dead Embryonic Cells. It's fucking Sepultura. This fucking Sepultura.
And Harley?
With respect,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, Harley just gives it a yup because Chancey said it all for her. But I'll go with Flotsam and Jetsam to keep it interesting. But Drew, which way you want to go? Sepultura or Flotsam and Jetsam?
I've listened to Sepultura before, and honestly, it's like you're asking me, yeah, do I want to take $100 or slap my dick against a mousetrap? It's
Jesus
Flotsam and
Christ.
Jetsam. It's Flotsam and Jetsam.
Jesus Christ. You know, usually I like that one. That's really good because usually if I say it, it's slamming it in a drawer. But like,
My husband says put
like-
it in a blender.
I'd rather
Damn.
trust Hannibal Lecter with a blowjob than to vote against Flotsam and Jetsam right now.
Right now, I can understand, but although I do have to say, my only defense I'll throw out for Sepultura is if there's anything else that you could take away from it, I really do enjoy the incorporation of the fucking of their timing. See the time that they use. They use that fucking like South American time sequence.
Which
It's fucking.
means,
Go ahead, by all means.
which means, since I'm happy he's the tiebreaker because he voted both these songs into the finals for both sides. Music God himself. Is it Did Embryonic Cells by Sepultura or Escape from Within by Flotsam and Jetsam?
Chancey, I hope we can be friends after this still.
I mean, I'm not the type of person that's gonna disavow any friendship over a choice of personal preference.
I love Sepultura, but I love Flotsam and Jetsam more. So we're gonna go.
Hell
with
yeah.
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Which means, folks, Escape from Within by Flotsam and Jetsam wins the first place of 58 songs about death. Actually, 63 songs about that, technically. Yeah, 60. No, 62. 62 songs about death. Flotsam and Jetsam beats them all to win it.
Hell yeah.
Followed by Sepultura in second place in the grand finale here. But that means, folks, the time has finally come for the chance to see what's going to be next. And that means it's time to spin the wheel, which is laggy as shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, you know it's good. Oh my God, I'm fucking again. No. No more 90 shit. No more 90 shit. Wins it.
Go with the top Avantasia songs.
Yeah, that's not even a bracket I have fucking made yet. It's actually funny you say that because I'm going to be doing brackets by artist next as my next set of brackets to make. But that's going to take me probably 6 to 8 months to make because there's so many artists I'm going to make it for. So, but Harley will get. I'll resend her the list later so she can look at it and choose what topic she wants to do next. And I'll announce it to the group chat as always. But for whoever wants to join, but that'll be 2 weeks from now, hopefully, if my wife can handle a newborn for a couple hours without me. But we'll see at that point. And Drew, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me kind of like a game of Where's Waldo, just kind of lurking on a bunch of Jeremy's podcasts. Other than that, you find me on pretty much all of the social medias, social media website, whatever.com/Druidus Priest.
And Music God, where can they find you?
Kind of the same. Pretty much anywhere. Just Google Music God CJ Plane or Music God Reacts. That's the YouTube channel with the podcast and the reactions. Instagram, Fachi Book, TikTok. Those are all Music God CJ Plane, all one word. Gonna have some new channels coming on the YouTube. We're gonna start doing food reactions and different shit with the boy. Try to start making some money because, tired of being broke. So see if we.
Hey, fucking men. Hey, fucking men.
No, we're gonna start taking it seriously as opposed to like just an expensive hobby. So those will be coming. But in the meantime, Music God CJ Plane, pretty much just type it in and Google. You'll see my ugly ass everywhere.
And Harley, besides next to me, where can they find you?
On the Asylum with Harley and Joker and the Mod Squad Network, and we are on all major streaming services.
And Chancey, besides crying yourself to sleep tonight, where can they find you?
Shit, I ain't crying. Who the fuck you? I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to. Ain't the fuck. I ain't the one. Shit, they know where to find me. You know, it's Red Eye Roundtable, Instagram, TikTok, Red Eye Table on fucking X, and you know, a little bit of here, a little bit of there, fucking, you know, depths of, you know, nightmares and shit. Something where that fucking Lovecraft probably wrote about at some point in time. I am that nightmare in which Lovecraft dreamed about. Fuck, I don't know. I got
And you can find both the users on Facebook as the Uncensored, Unapologetic, and Untamed Podcast Collective, UCubed. You can find us on the Gram and XX Baby as that Juggalo Bastard. You can find us on TikTok as that Juggalo Bastard Podcast. And you can find us on YouTube where this is streaming now as Maniacal Music Musings. Or you can find us as proud parts of the Blind Knowledge and Parapost Network, because, you know, all knowledge was blind until we all tried to escape from within the reigning blood. But come back in 2 weeks and see what bracket we will choose, or Harley will choose, I should say, though I am forbidding any 90s bracket of any kind. Pick something
The
fucking different.
90s were the best.
No, according to my good friend
Bear
Harvandre,
ballads.
according to my good friend Harvandre, the 1940s were the best music era. But anything but 90s. There's so many other fucking choices. There's so many other choices.
The movies
And
of
I didn't
1986.
pick 90s last time. Last time I picked this
What
the
we're doing.
the
Yeah,
Asylum one.
last time you picked the fucking serial killers music bracket.
Yeah, so
Dude,
But
I'm telling you need a bracket about the movies of 1986. Like,
this is not a movie podcast.
it doesn't matter, bro. I'm letting you know.
I mean, they still have
Scores.
albums.
I
just
do one
didn't
on the
realize-
scores of 80s
Well,
movies.
Well,
Like, I
C-
didn't even
CJ,
realize.
CJ, that is a bracket for brackets. But
Well, I'm just saying.
I will.
I didn't
I
realize.
will-
I looked at the movies the other day, and
or it could be one for the Asylum.
you know the list from 1986
Oh,
movies. I
Harley.
didn't realize all the movies that 1986 had.
Oh, I did. You were on Yahoo's Rotisserie Cinema. You know the amount of movies that were in 80s. Oh no, you
No,
came
I-
on 86. You were in 86.
Nope.
No,
Didn't you choose
We did the one show, but it wasn't based
Oh,
on
no.
1986. It was just based
you
on
oh no you did the villains bracket with and you chose We Were Warriors.
Once Were Warriors.
Once Were
right?
Warriors. I always fuck that up.
1986.
Yeah, the villains.
That because the villains bracket but we
Yeah.
did a set.
What I was on had Iron Eagle.
We did a. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, I know you were on one.
We did 80s movies, but not strictly 86.
Yeah, it was
I'm pretty.
villains.
I'm pretty sure you did Iron Eagle in the 86 bracket. I'm pretty sure you did.
No.
On the 86. On the 86.
Oh, it was just an 80s one.
No, that was specifically an 86 fucking year thing. But they do it by year on that show. They don't just do 80s. Because we're about to do the second part of 87 in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever. But
Sometime here in the future.
sometime. But folks, come back in 2 weeks and be sure to check out our YouTube and our Spotify for all the regular episodes of Musers with just the 3-album challenge. Till next time, I've been your host, Jeremy, and the bleeding asshole above me is your co-host, Chancey. Come back next time.